Hi there, Randy Pierson, Vice President of Life and Annuities for Gord Marketing, and welcome to another episode of Selling Life and Annuities. And today I've got one of our best annuity marketers, Clayton Duvall, and we're going to be talking about alternative strategies for creating retirement income. Stay tuned. All right, Clayton, so you and I were chatting earlier this week, and you had indicated to me that you've got this creative new strategy to help advisors to solve their clients' problem with regards to not outliving their money and retirement income. Can you expound on that for our viewers?
Absolutely. So earlier this year, back in March and April, a couple of A-plus rated carriers suspended income rider sales. And so when I saw that due to the ultra-low 10-year Treasury rate, I started doing some research. One, I wanted to verify all the annuitization rules with all the carriers if we have to go back to the dark days of annuitization. But secondly, I also decided to start tinkering around with the illustration software with various carriers, and I discovered I can take an accumulation-only product, strip out all fees whatsoever, and instead of turning on an income rider, I can draw out retirement income based on taking free withdrawals. And I can get it to carry out to age 100.
Okay, that's certainly alternative and outside the box thinking, and given today's income rider environment, do you currently have some advisors you're working on some cases?
So good question. I received a $500,000 application today from a local agent here in Indiana. His brother drove out from New York City just to purchase this contract. I have a gentleman in Michigan right now. I'm using the same strategy for about $927,000. Have an advisor down in Florida. He showed this concept to his client, shown over $1 million going in, and the client loves it. The beauty is we're just utilizing an indexed product to obviously grow, still draw out some income, but the best part is the account doesn't hit zero as long as you have growth, unlike with an income rider product that has little growth, and you're drawing out all the income to where within 10 to 12 years generally, your account value hits zero.
Hey, look, $500,000, $1 million plus cases. I mean, that's pretty darn impressive. Where did you come up with this strategy?
So this is an old strategy my father taught me from back in the 1990s when he was slinging variable annuities. And so this is just a variable annuity approach from the 1990s, only utilizing an index chassis in 2020 to where you can't lose anything. And once again, stripped out all fees. So it's just a variable approach with an indexed product.
Excellent. Really super intriguing. Is this a strategy that you can use with multiple carriers, or is there just one carrier where it fits?
So the primary carrier I'm utilizing for this, I like because I can strip out all fees. Now there are some other carriers that illustrate beautifully just on this very concept as well, but you're having to pay a fee to buy up higher caps and rates. And so as long as the customer is not adverse to fees, then obviously there's multiple carriers. But if you want to strip out the fee load, then yes, I have a primary partner I go to that provides on one of their products 120% uncapped participation, no questions asked.
120% no cap participation.
That index was up over 14% last year. Even with the market collapse earlier this year, that index is up 5% year to date.
That's really, really impressive. And the interesting thing about this no fee concept is, I always hate it when I see in the typical media out there that at times can knock annuities. And one of their biggest favorite ways to knock annuities is excessive fees.
Absolutely.
And in the space we're talking about, the FIA space, we have a myriad of products that have zero fees. It's pretty impressive, and it's disappointing that a lot more advisors aren't aware of what's out there. So if an agent is watching this video and they're intrigued by this concept, they want to know who the mysterious carriers are that have no fees and or have products that are particularly well suited to this strategy, how would they find out more?
So there's several ways agents can find out more on this. They can call me. They can email me. I'm going to be doing a series of webinars on this over the next several weeks. And for whatever reason, if you as an agent miss out on one of my webinars, just let me know and I'll send you the recording.
Excellent. So why don't you give them your email address real quick on the video here.
It's Clayton, CLAYTON @gordonmarketing.com.
All right, fantastic. So, as I said early on the video, Clayton is one of our most experienced annuity marketers. He really knows his stuff. And if we've intrigued you, whet your appetite with regards to this strategy, or you'd like to learn some of our other strategies that are a bit unique, please reach out to Clayton. He'd be happy to take your call and or your email and educate you on some of this content. Speaking of content, every Tuesday we're rolling out a new episode of Selling Life and Annuities, and we'd like to make sure that you see them all. So be sure to click subscribe at the bottom of this video, and be sure to also click that notification bell so when we do send out new content, you're notified so you can check in. With that, I want to say thank you, Clayton, for joining me today, and thank you, advisors and agents out there, for watching another episode of Selling Life and Annuities. We'll see you next Tuesday.